Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this series, we are going to talk about Excel text function. So in this video, we are going to learn left function, right function, mid function, and also trim function with the help of our data set. So let's get started. So assuming you open your Excel workbook and you have a messy data set, and the data set contains the full name, the employee ID, the mail, the department, the salary, the dates, the join date, the code, and also the notes. So maybe you just need just some part of the data, but Excel keep giving you everything. In this video, I will show you how to extract the exact part of the data set to pick only what you need from either the beginning or the middle or even the end of any text step by step. So we are working with our real data sets that contain full name, the employee ID, the email, the department, the salary, the date join, the code. So we are applying our trim function. We're also going to apply our left function, right function, also our mid function, and also our length function to extract our main contents from the data. So without wasting time, let us go to our lecture notes to view our work. So this is our lecture notes. So this is our lecture note guide, and today we'll be talking about 5 powerful functions we should be using, which we are going to apply in our work. So we'll be applying our trim function, and trim function help us to remove extra space in the text, except single space between the word. And also we are going to apply left function, that is, we are going to use it to extract data from the word from the beginning. Also we are going to apply right function, that is, we are going to extract data from the end. And also we are going to apply mid function, that is to extract the middle data. And also we are going to apply length function, that is to count the characters in the data set. So quickly, we'll be starting with our trim function, and this is the data that we'll be using for our practice for our trim function. And for the right and left function, this is the data that we'll be using for the practice. And also the mid function, this is the data set that we'll be using. The length function, this is the data set that we'll be using. So the data set is the same thing. So with that, let's dive in. So now we'll be starting with the first function, which is the trim function. So this is the syntax for the trim function. The trim function is simply means you just write your equal sign, then write your trim. Then you what? You write your what? You write your text. So this is the simple syntax for the trim function. So quickly now, let us start now with our first sheet now to do the trimming. So now we'll be applying trim function on our full name column. We notice that this is our full name column. You can see that there is some space there. So we'll be applying trim function only on this column, and the rest function will be applied on the rest sheet. So with that, let's dive in. So what we just do, firstly, we need to convert our data into tables. So let us Control A. Now we have selected the cell. Now hold your Control, then your T. Now we want to convert our data into table. Now you click OK. Boom. We have successfully convert our data into table. So now what we just do next, we want to apply our trim function, and we have already see the syntax here from our lecture guide. So this is the syntax. So now we are applying our trim function now. So what I'll just do, so we are applying our trim function. So I'll create a new column here to do that. So now you just right click, then you click on insert. Now boom. Now I've inserted a new column here, which I can use to trim this my full name column. Because you notice that this full name column, the row value there are some space there. So which need to be trimmed. So we are applying our trim function. So quickly, so write our trim function equals, then write your trim. Now you select your tab, hit your tab button. So now this is the text, and the text simply means what we have here in our cell. So we just click on this cell. We click on the cell A2, boom. then you enter. Boom, it works. So now we have successfully what? Trim our full name column. Notice that from the starting to the end, our column is what? Is trimmed. We notice that there's no space in the what? In the entry. So now what we just do next, we want to paste this value. We want to paste all this value now in this in our full name column. So what you just do, for us to do that, we need to copy this value and paste it in this place. So we'll be using our paste special to do that. So quickly now, we just hold your Control, then Shift, then your down arrow button to select the whole column. So now we have selected the column. So we just copy, that is Ctrl T. Now we have copied the value. So now what you just do next, we need to highlight this column. So what you just do, you hold your Control, Shift, then your down arrow button to highlight the column full name. Boom, I successfully highlight this column. So now what you just do next, you just go to your paste, then select your paste special. Now we are in paste special. Now you select your value, then what you just do next, you just click OK. Boom, you notice that what we copy here has already shown in this place. So you understand the concept. So that is how it works. So what you just do next, we just delete this we delete this column, because we are no more using it again, because we have successfully copied this value now and paste it here successfully. So now we need to delete this our column. So now just come here, you click on delete. Boom. So now we have successfully trim our full name column. So that is how trim actually work. So it's very simple. So this is the lecture notes for the guide. So we have successfully trim our full name column. So let's proceed to the next function. So before that, let's go to our lecture notes. So in our lecture notes, the next function is the length function, is the left function. So the left function simply means, so for example, where we have a cell B2 and we selected N3, what does that mean? It means go to the cell B2, then take the first 3 characters. Length B2, 3 simply means go to the cell B2, then take the first 3 characters. So this is the example. For example, cell B2 has A, B, C, then 1, 2, and 3. If we apply this our left function, it will what? If we apply our left function, it will select the first 3 characters, which is what? A, B, C. So this will be the result. So with that, let us practice, because our left function simply means start from the beginning. So our left function will start picking the character from the beginning. So now let us go into the main practical to practice our left function. So now this is the data set that we'll be using for our practice. So now let's practice our left function. So we'll be using our cell B2, we'll be using our column employee ID to practice our left function. So now I'll create a new column here. So you highlight this cell, you highlight this column, then you control, then you right click, you highlight this column, then you right click, then you click on select insert. Now we want to apply our left function now on our employee ID. We want to apply our left function on our employee ID. So quickly now, let us go to our lecture notes. Okay, so this is the function and this is the syntax. So quickly now, let us practice. So now I apply my left function, right, or equals, then left, then you just click tab. Boom. So now the text now is the what? Is the B2. So you select the B2. Boom. Then comma. Then you select the value. So I want to pick the first 5 values. So let me just write 5 here. Assuming. Then you just hit enter. Boom. So now I successfully will select the first 5 characters. So if you notice now, this is B, this is M, this is J, this is 1, this is 2. So now let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you notice that it stopped at 2. So I selected what? The first 5 what? 5 value. So let me just, for example, let me just change here to 2. And let us see the results. Boom. So now I selected the word, the first 2 value, which is what? B and what? And M. Notice here we have B and M here. Also, here we have H and X. Here we also have C and what? And W. And also here we have S and F. Also here we have X and Q. So let us practice again and see how our left function works. Let me just put 4 here and see. Let me hit enter. Boom. So notice now, we notice that we're able to select our first 4 words, 4 first left character. So which is what? M, which is B, M, G, and what? 1 for our cell B2. The other one, our H, X, Q, and 8. We notice that we're able to select our first left 4 character. So in many companies, the first part of an ID represents a department. So that is how it actually works. So now with that, let's dive into the what? Let's dive into the right function. So before that, let's go to our lecture notes. So this is our lecture notes. We're able to understand our left function perfectly. So now let's go to the right function. So what does the right function means? So this is the syntax, right? And this is an example. So what does this right function simply means? It simply means go to cell B2, then take the last 3 character from the what? From the right. Take the last 3 character from the right. And this is our what? Our right function definition from the what? From the end. So it will select the character from the what? From the end. So that is how the right function works. And this is an example, and this is the syntax, and this is the example. For example, our cell B2 has A, B, C, then 1, 2, and 3. So the result of our right function will be what? Will be 1, 2, and 3, because we are selecting the 3 last character from the what? From the right. So your result will be what? Your result will be 1, 2, and 3, because we selected 3 here from the what? From the right. So now let us go into the main sheet now to practice. So quickly now, let's dive in. So this is our same workbook that we used to practice for our left function. So we'll be using this same workbook we'll be using the same sheet to practice for our right function. So quickly now, I'll create a new column now. So you highlight, then you right click, then you select insert. Boom. So now I've successfully insert a new column here. So let us apply our right function now for practice. So now just write your right, press your tab. So this is the text. So you select it. We are going to select this text, which are what? B2. Now then the value that I want you to select from the right, then you put your comma, then the value that I want you to select from the right, let's just put 2, then you hit enter. Boom. We have successfully applied our right function on this our column. So we're able to get the last 2 characters, that is the last 2 value from the what? From this our column employee ID. So we're able to get 35, which is the 2 last value. We're able to get 99, we're able to get 11, we're able to get 00, we're able to get 84, we're able to get 13. So that is how the right function works. If you're enjoying this video, please like this video, also subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to share the video and also comment in the video. So that is how our right function actually works. So let us do another example again on our right function. So let us perform our right function on this our column code. So we want to apply right function here. So what you just do, we'll create a new column. So let us just highlight, then you right click. Now you select insert. Boom. So now I want to apply right column. I want to apply right function on this our column code. So quickly, let us apply a right function. So write your equal sign, then write your right, then press your tab. Boom. So now this is your text. Now we are going to select this our cell H2 now, then comma, then what I want to extract the word, the two last character. So quickly now I'll just write 2 again, then I'll just hit enter. Boom. Notice that I was able to select the word, the last 2 character using our right function. You can notice this how it works. It's able to extract the 2 last character. We notice that this value here is having BMG1234 5 / then NG, that is Nigeria. So we're able to extract the 2 last character. So that is how the right function actually works. So let us do the same thing again. Let us extract again. Let us just practice more again. Let us just put something like, let us just put like 4 here. Let's see the effect. Boom. We're able to extract the first 5. We're able to extract the first 4 last character. That is, we're able to select 5. Also the slash there is also 1. The 5 is 1. The slash is 2. The N there is 3. The G is what? 4. Can notice now everything now is 4. Can notice that Z give us perfect result to the what? To the ending. So this gives us the last 4 digits, and it's very useful when we are working to get real insight from our data. So if you understand this video and you enjoy this video, kindly like and subscribe to my channel. So quickly now, let's proceed to the next function. So before that, let us go to our lecture notes. So the next will be applying our mid function. So this is the syntax, this is the mid function, this is the syntax, and for example, you have a cell, in cell B2, you apply this function in your cell B2, and simply means, this function simply means start at position 3. This is the position 3, this is the 3, then take 4 characters. That is all the value that I want you to bring from cell B2 should be what? Should be 4 characters. So this is the 4. Then this is the 3, means start from 3, then select what? 4 characters. So now the way it will now work, it will start from what? It will start from 1, 2, 3. Then after 3, it will now what? It will now start. So that's how the mid function actually work, and it's slightly different from the what? From the rest. So now let's apply mid function in our what? In our sheet. So this is mid function sheet. So we'll be applying mid function now in this our sheet now. So quickly now, we'll create a new column. So let's create a new column here. So we'll be applying our mid function on our employee ID. So let's create a new column. So apply our mid function on our employee ID. So you just align this column. You align this column, then you right click, then you select insert. Boom. So now we have selected insert to apply our mid function on our employee ID. So without wasting time, we have known our syntax. So let us write our function. So you write your equal sign, then write your M, then your D. So now you just press a tab. Boom. So now this is the text. So the text now is the what? Is the B2. So select our B2. Boom. Then comma. Now the comma simply means start number. That is, which number are you starting from? Okay, let's start from number 4. That is, I want the cell to start from, I want you to start counting from 4. Then I want you to take, how many characters I don't want? I want 4 characters. Oops, comma, then 4 characters. That is, I want 4 characters in this, in each cell in this column. So just hit enter. Boom. Get the concept? So now this how it works. I applied the mid function, and I selected I selected this cell, which is our B2. Then this first 4 simply means this where you are starting from. Start at position 4. Then this other 4 simply means take 4 character. And this, if you notice that all the value now we have as a result are 4 character. So if you notice now, it starts from what? From 4. This is 1, B. This is 2, 3. This is 2. This is 2 are M, J, which are 3. Then 1, which are what? Are 4. Then starting from 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how it actually works. So let us do another example. We apply our mid function. Let us just change here now. Let us put 3. Now you hit enter. Boom. Now we mean start using our mid function. Start from 3. Then the value should be 4 character. Now if you notice now, this is B, this is M, this is J. The J now is the what? Is the number 3. Is the third character. So start from the third character. Then it should give what? It should give me 4 value. So the J now is what? Is the first, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 3 now is the fourth number. So notice that the effects work in all the whole value in our column. So that's how the mid function actually works. So now let us practice our mid function again. Let us use again. Let us see Excel start from 2. Then give me 5 character. Boom. Notice that it actually works again. Now it starts from what form? Start from 2, which is what? Start from M. The B now is the first character. The M now is the second character. So M is what? Is the second character. So M now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fifth character is what? Is number 3. So that's how the mid function actually works. So with that now, let us practice our mid function on our what? Let us practice mid function again on this our column, code column. So let us practice mid function and see the effect. So let me create another column here. So you highlight, then you right click, then you select insert. So now let us practice again using our mid function. Write your equal sign, write your mid, then you press your tab. Boom. So now again, the text now, we select this our column, we select this our cell, H2. Now, then the start number, then your comma, the start number should be what? The start number, let me just say 5. Then, comma, how many character I want? Let me just say 4. Then you hit enter. Boom. Notice that this is the result. So let me just change it again and see. Let me put 5 here and see the effect. Let me hit enter. Boom. Yeah, I like this value now. So notice that we're able to apply mid function here. Now this is the mid function and this is the cell that we selected. Now start from the 5. This what is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fifth number there is what? Is 2. Then the what? 5 character. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The slash there is also what? Included. So this is a what? This is very useful when you want to get a real insight from your what? From your data. And for example, let's assume in this scenario, let's assume the first 3 departments, the first 3 is department and the middle is employee number and the last is region. Mid function helps to extract that mid number. So that is how the mid function is mid function is actually very, very useful in our everyday analysis. So now let us go into our lecture notes and see the next parties. So now we are done with our mid function. Please, if you're enjoying this video, please kindly like this video and also subscribe to my channel and also do well to share the video. So now the next now will be applying our length function. So what is our length function? Our length function simply counts how many characters are in the cell. Length actually counts how many characters in the cell. So everything is being counted. Is it the letters? Is it the numbers? Is it the space? Length function actually counts everything. So now this is an example and this is the syntax. So we apply length function on our cell A2 and it tells us how long the text is. So that's how the length function actually works. So with that now, let's go into the real practice. So now let us apply our length function on our on our cell. So now this is our length function sheet. So we are applying our length function in this place now to understand how the length function actually works. So now let's proceed. So I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be creating a new column here where we can apply our length function to understand how the length function actually works. So now I've I've highlighted this our employee ID column. So I will just right click, then I will just click on insert. Boom. So now I've successfully what created a new column. So I'll be applying our length function on this I'll be applying length function on our full name column. So quickly, without wasting time, we have understand it from our lecture notes how the length function actually works. So now we want to do the practice now. So now we'll write our equal sign, then write our length. So now this is our length function. Then you just press a tab. Boom. So now it's bring out what text, and the text is the what? It's our value here. It's our value here. So we'll be selecting this value. So we'll be selecting our A2. Boom. Then you just hit enter. Boom. It works. So now the length function from our lecture notes, length function tell us how long the text is. And don't forget, everything is being counted. Is it the letters? Is it the numbers? Is it the space? Everything is being counted. So now let us go to our length sheet and see how it works. So now we have applied our length function on our what? On our full name column. I will notice that here we have 9, here we have 10, here we have 11, here we have 8. So let us count by ourselves and see if our length function is actually right. So this is J1 0 JOHN, which is 4. Then the space now is what? 5. Then K 6, H 7, A 9, 8, then N is what? Is 9. So the length function actually works because the space now is included. So assuming I just backspace now, notice that now there's no space now. Again, we notice that the value here as what has changed. So let me just Ctrl Z. Boom. Notice that from the definition, everything is being counted. The letters, is the number, and the space is being counted. So the length function is very, very powerful. Notice that. Let me add more space now. Let me add more space here by pressing the space bar. So now let us see the effect. Boom. Notice that the length function actually counts the space. So that's how the length function actually works. Let me backspace. Notice that the length function actually counts everything. So for example, let me just write maybe like 1 there, 2, 3, 4. Let me just hit enter. Boom. Notice that the length function actually what? Counts the what? The numbers. So this is the length sheet. I'm able to get 13 now. 13 as the what? As the count. So this is how the length function actually works. If you enjoyed this video, please kindly like this video and also subscribe to my channel. So let us do the same thing. Let us apply our length function on our what? On our code column, so that we can understand how length function actually works. So you highlight this column, then you right click, then you select insert. Boom. So now we are applying our length function on our what? On our code column. So do the same thing. Write your equals, then write your length. Now you press a tab. Boom. So the text now, we just select this our cell H2, then hit enter. Boom. So now we have successfully will select our what? Our cell. Yes. So I successfully select our cell. So all the value now is 10. Let us count and see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the space 8, 9, 10. So the length function actually gives us the accurate result. And the accurate result is that it's able to give us that it's able to give us the accurate result that all the value now is what? Is 10. So now, if you enjoyed this video, please kindly like this video and also subscribe to my channel. Learn video help us understand our data, not just calculate, not just to calculate. So now let us go to the last part of our lecture notes. So now we combine everything. The length function is just like a prefix. Now is to get the prefix, and the mid function that is that the mid function help us to get the middle number or the middle character. Then the right function help us to get the ending part, and the length help us to the check the length of the word, the length of the word of the character, or the length in the word in the cell. So if you enjoy this video, please kindly like this video and also subscribe to my channel. So in this video, we're able to learn length function, we're able to learn mid function, and this is the data set that we use for the practice. In this video, we're also able to learn left and right function, and this is the data set that we use for our practice. And in this video, we're able to learn our train function. We're able to apply train function on our what? On our full name column. So if you enjoy this video, please kindly like this video and also subscribe to my channel and also stay tuned for more video. So I have video on data cleaning, I have video on Python, I also have video on EDA in my channel. Please kindly do well to check my video and also subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to stay tuned for the next video. So in the next video, we'll be working on our upper and lower function. We'll also be applying concate, and we apply it on our real project. So kindly do well to like and subscribe to my channel, and also the data set and the lecture notes to be available. So stay tuned for the next lecture. Thank you so much. Bye.